What is your first clue in being able to tell that your opponent is tired? Well, before we get into it, I want to say a quick thank you to Winston Du for letting me use this video. Check out his channel for some awesome tennis content, and I'll post a link to his channel in the description area. So let's take a look at this point real quick. So this was near the end of the set already, and I thought both players were heavily winded. I think they started getting winded near the middle of the set. They were trading ground strokes back and forth on almost every point. I thought it was a very good match. So when Steven returns here, notice that it looked like he had a lot of energy, right? This was very good rotation here, good follow through. Look at the legs flare up. You know, this was a very well hit return, but I think that's all you had left on the table, because when Winston hits this backhand here deep, notice that Steven here is just not willing to back up. He's not willing to back up. He's not willing to load properly. His feet wasn't completely set. This was not a very good unit turn, basically. And this ball sails wide, but say this ball doesn't sail wide, you know, it goes in. You know, it's just going to pop up, right? It's just going to pop up for Winston there, and he's probably going to put that ball away. So this is your first clue in telling that your opponent is tired, is that they're just not willing to load on their legs, right? They're not willing to get low and just hit it through. And once they can't load on their legs, they're pretty much done. And I mentioned this in another video where you should never be lazy to take the ball early, right? When you take the ball early like this, you really need to drive with your legs and put some quality on it. But Steven here, obviously, I don't think he was lazy. He just did not have much energy left. So, you know, when you look at your opponents, right, you could really tell that they're tired when they just can't stay low. And, you know, some players, right, they sweat hard. Maybe they're gasping for air, or maybe they're walking slowly to the bench on the changeovers. They could still be okay, right? They could still be okay. Maybe they're just acting it through. But here on these shots, you can't really act it through. You gotta flare up, right? Like when Steven hit that return, right? His legs flared up on that one, right? This was very well hit. Look at this on his legs, right? He wasn't tired there, but you know, that was pretty much it on this particular point. He had no energy left. So look for this in your opponents, and, you know, you could do whatever you want with this information, right? You know, you could change your strategy a little bit, just hit the ball back to them. Maybe they'll get tired, but what I would do is just run them side to side even more. Maybe that's a little mean, but, you know, tire them out even more, and I think you'll win that match even quicker. If you enjoyed this video, kindly do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.